Good morning, welcome to Mystic Fitness. My name is Marina. We'll start this flow with deep belly breaths, closing our eyes. Start breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Focusing on your class, on your practice, things you want to work on. Let an intention emerge for your class, for your life, for today. We'll bring our palms together, rubbing them, generating heat. Hands over the heart. Deepening the breath. We'll bring our palms together, first with a cleansing breath, followed by the sacred sound of Om. First, a cleansing breath in. Welcome. And from here, bring your palms down to the ground. Maybe your eyes are still closed. As you start to walk, your fingers to the right, opening with the left arm and the tricep to the ceiling. Remember the sitting bones on the left side. And inhale, bring it all the way up to the left. Find that twisting motion with the top arm. Don't go too deep yet. Just some gentle side to side movements with a little bit of a twist on that top arm. Integrate that with the breath. As you compress here, you exhale. Inhale to rise. Inhale to rise. And exhale here. Compressing. Finding that gentle twist and not forgetting the sitting bone. 2 more. Use your elbow to challenge you a little bit more. By reaching that bottom elbow a little bit more to the ground. 1 more. Reaching that elbow to the ground. Twisting the top arm. Connecting the sitting bones. And rise. And last one to the right. And last one to the left. Twist. Connect and rise. From here, rise with both arms, both legs to the front. Hinge at the hip here and belly button to the top thighs. Connect the big toe so your feet are really pressing as if there was a wall here. With each inhale, lengthen the spine. And with each exhale, compress. If you want a micro bend on the knees, that might help you. But don't curve the spine. Spine is long. With each inhale, you can make sure the spine gets a little bit longer. Now press with the big toes. Press in with the big toe. This will protect your knee. And you can still find that beautiful forward fold. And inhale to rise. And we'll find the arms in a light back bend here. Sternum pointing up, leading with the chest, with the sternum. If it's comfortable, tilt the head back. Can those toes do the same thing again? Each inhale, the sternum goes up more. Two more breaths. And find a neutral spine here. And let's find a tabletop position. Inhale and exhale into cat and cow. Inhale, throat opens. Exhale, chin to chest. Spine curls, tailbone curls in. Heels of the hands press in. Inhale. Throat opens last, but still opens. Press in the heels of the hands again. Index fingers are parallel. Knees are about 2 fists distance apart. Heels of the hands are directly below your shoulders. Do a few of these at your own pace. Find your breath. Inhale to rise. Exhale to compress. Inhale to rise. Exhale to compress. Find a neutral spine here. Extend the right arm forward. Find the shoulders going away from the ears if you can, and rise with the left foot going back. Same inward movement of the toes. Hips are on the same plane. Hold here. If wrists are uncomfortable, go on your elbows here. Rise more as you inhale. Hold. And bring it down. And let's do that on the other side. Left hand forward. Feel that movement of the shoulder going away from the ear first. Ensure the top of your body's supporting you enough here. Index finger is go straight. The heels of the hands directly below your shoulders. And lift the right leg back. Same movement, inward movement of the big toe here, as if you were kicking that back wall. Find balance. Inhale and try to rise a bit more with that right hip
It's the hip that needs to go up, not the leg. Abs supporting you. Pull them in, pull them towards the spine. All about balance today. All right, and bring that in. Let's go into a plank here first, and find your side plank, either feet stacked or one in front of the other, supporting you a bit more. Again here, feel free to go on your elbow or challenge yourself by bringing that top left leg straight out and up. And come back down. On your knees, we'll bring the backs of the hands together like this. Such a good way to bring relief to the wrists after they demand a lot from them. All right, and we'll find that plank now on the left. I'll just switch. Options here to have one foot in front of the other. A bit more challenging for them to be stacked. Knees on the ground, elbows on the ground, are all great variations. Breathe. Rise with the hip. And let's bring it back down to tabletop. Into a first downward dog of the day. Pedal your dog. Imagine someone pushing on your upper back. Really forcing that upper back to be straight and long. But the neck is relaxed, so shake your head yes and no. Relaxing the neck. Kicking that right foot back. Square that hip, same movement of the big toe as if you're kicking, and that inward rotation of the big toe to protect the knee. Never overextending the knee here. And kicking that right foot all the way through for a warrior one. Rise. Here, put your hands on your hip crest. See where that's pointing. It should be pointing forward. If it's not pointing forward, you need more distance between your legs. Challenge and find your warrior one. Give your hips that challenge. With each inhale, rise more with the spine. With each exhale, challenge this opening. Never with the knee over the ankle, but always aiming for a 90-degree angle there. And open into warrior two. Again here, point your thumbs down. And that almost as if you're rotating both arms. That is where you want the shoulder to be. So now that you come back into warrior two, can you see that shoulder away from the ears? Both of them. And still aiming for a 90-degree here. And breathe. Powerful pose.
Flip that front palm, reverse your warrior. Hold here. Open that shoulder, open that top arm, rotating it. On an inhale, bring it to side angle. Rise with the left arm. Holding here. And on the next inhale, we'll bring the right arm in a 90-degree angle towards the front of the room. For 2 more breaths. Good, and bring your hands down. Right leg kicks up and back. We'll go right into downward dog here. Pedal your legs. Kicking that left leg up and back. Bringing that left knee up for your warrior one already on the left side. Rise. Finding that hip crest again. Look at completely to the side. Find it going forward. Give yourself that distance between the legs. And if you have long legs, you may need more space between your feet. That's never my problem, but sometimes that's what you need so that the knee doesn't go forward too much. With each exhale, can you challenge that opening of the hips here? Open into your warrior 2. Thumbs go all the way down and around. Feel your shoulders, what they feel like now. Try to keep them that way as you rotate the hand back. Yes, that's how the shoulder should feel, away from the ears. Making adjustments bit by bit, doing your version. Flip that front palm, reverse your warrior. Continue with that challenging of the hip opening, balanced by a lot of strength on both feet. Open that left arm by rotating it a little bit more and find side angle. Your version here. Don't forget the back foot. And on your next inhale, left arm goes towards the center of the room. 2 breaths. And bring hands all the way down. Find downward dog. Pedal your feet. Find your plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Flip the feet. Downward facing dog. Right leg kicks up. Bring it to meet the right. Find your runner's lunge. Rise.
crescent. From here, use your hands to bring that left foot up, and we'll do a few balancing transitions here. So, from here, go into your airplane and back into your crescent. Inhale as you use your hands and your inhale to bring it up. Yeah. Go into airplane here. Find that inward rotation of the toe again to keep that hip squared. And crescent. Look up, open the throat. Conclude the pose, get here. And then when you're ready to inhale, bring your arms to help you. Inhale up. It's shaky, but it's okay. Here. Find balance again. Go into your airplane. Notice the inward rotation of the toe to keep your hips squared. Find your airplane. Whatever version works for you. Try to be silent with your back foot as you get back there. But just try. Look all the way up. Open the throat. When you're ready to inhale, use your hands to help you up. Square everything up here. Shoulders away from the ears. Find balance, suctioning on that big toe. Find your airplane. Use your hands to help you. Inward rotation of the toe. Find the airplane and try to get there slowly and silently. Open the throat. Look up. Last one. Use those hands. Pull it up. Find balance. Regroup. Transition into airplane. Use the arms. Use the arms. They're helping you. Rotate the toe down. And silently get back there. Good. And now bring your hands all the way up and in. So we can get ready to do that on the other side. So we'll go right into it. Finding first a crescent lunge here. Slow the heart rate. Take some deep breaths. And when you're ready to inhale, circle those hands and rise. Regroup here. Slowly transition into your airplane. Finding that inward rotation of the toe. Finding an opening wingspan here. And finding your lunge when you get back. Open the throat. And by open the throat, leading with the sternum. There's a rising movement here. When you're ready to inhale again, use those hands to support you. Find your balance. Find that distance here between the shoulders and the ears. And transition into your airplane. Inward rotation of the toe, full wingspan. And slowly and silently
Get back. Rise. There was a string in your sternum being pulled up. Rise. And then with the exhale is where you deepen the stretch. When you're ready to inhale again. Rise. Find that distance. Transition. Good. Rise with that sternum, with the throat pointing up. When you're ready to inhale, go. Inward rotation of the toe. Transition. Protect the knee. Open the arms. And silently try to get back there. Oh, I can't hear anything. And let's go up with an inhale. Find a full breath here. Transition. Find a fixed point in front of you. Two more. We got this. At your own pace, letting yourself be challenged in your own individual ways. And the last one here. Good, and use that hand to bring it all the way up as we prepare for a chair pose. 2 fists between the feet, and you can find your arms. Try to be able to see your ears if you have a mirror at home, or behind. The arms should be almost behind the ears. And sit into your chair. Deepen the breath. And open to the right. Are the knees on the same plane? They should be. And rise with an inhale. And twist to the left. Are the knees on the same plane? And rise. And bring your hands together in heart center. And let's prepare for Goddess here. Opening feet wide, pointing out. Knees never beyond the ankle. But this opening should aim for 90 degrees. Find and never compromise a long spine here.
Inhale, feel the spine getting longer. Abs are strong, as if someone was pushing you to fall back. That's the activated abs here. And you can go pose the arms. And let's do some dips, rising with the heels. Dip, rising with the heels. Let's do a few more of these. Lift the heels off. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And 2. Bring your feet together as we prepare for Nataraja. Suctioning and putting the weight on the left foot. Bringing knees up and open. Use the left hand to bring balance. The left foot suctioning on the bottom to bring balance. The spine is long. Couple more breaths here. Challenge yourself. And let's bring it in. Amazing. And let's do that on the other side. Prepare by putting the weight of your body on the right side, suctioning the toes, making them strong, bringing that left knee in, and use and challenge yourself here. Find a long spine. Good. One more breath and bring it in. Stepping that left foot forward, about 2 feet in front of the right. Hinging at the hip and leaning forward. If you have blocks here, good support for pyramid. Micro bend on the left knee if you need. Really hinging at the hip, finding that belly button towards that upper left thigh area. And slowly coming all the way up. And let's do that on the other side. About 2 feet. Feet are parallel, hinging at the hip. First, reaching with the belly button. That's why the blocks are so helpful here. Micro bend on the front knee if it's comfortable for you. Couple more breaths. And bringing that left foot forward now, opening about 7 feet apart, wide, preparing for a yogi squat here. Again, feeling a long spine first, even if you're higher. Blocks are also helpful here. Using your tricep area to push and keep the spine long. Breathe. And on an inhale, we'll rise all the way up to the top of the mat. Where you rise, hands to heart center. And let's flow. Rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hop, skip, jump, or walk to the back of the mat. Feet are parallel. Index fingers are parallel. Find this plank for 5, 4, 3, 2. Chaturanga Dandasana. Push-up position, lift in an upward facing dog. Open the throat. And downward facing dog, pushing with those parallel index fingers, pushing with the toes, as if someone was pushing against your upper back in this downward facing dog. Kicking with the right foot up to meet the right. Rise into a warrior one. Bringing the left foot to meet the right as we prepare for eagle. Eagle, both hands up, right arm goes under the left. Find some mobility around the shoulders, counterclockwise and clockwise in equal count. And then find a place that's comfortable as you prepare for eagle. And here, bring that right foot up, over and around the left for your eagle. If you fall, get back on there. Breathe, the spine is long. And kick that right foot back, like we did with airplane. Kicking that right toe again in an inward rotation, keeping the right hip squared. Hang in there. And come back to eagle. Good. And eagle release. Both arms. Shake it off if it feels nice. And let's prepare to do that on the other side. Rise with the arms. Left arm under. Find the differences here. Find the clockwise and counterclockwise rotation. Prepare by putting your weight on your right side, sectioning the toes. Left foot comes up over and around. Find an eagle with a long spine. And slowly kick that left foot for a flying eagle. Notice that foot rotating in, like if a ball is coming here for you to kick, in. And then hinge and worry about the height. Slowly come back to eagle. And eagle release. Excellent. Circle sweep arms up. Hands go all the way down to the mat. Halfway lift. Hop, skip, jump, or rock. Find your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Left leg goes up, kick it to meet the right. Come into warrior one. And we'll kick up into our chair again. Find your chair here. And as you lower, go into skier, triceps up, then rise, heels off the ground. Pull down into skier. Rhomboids are pressed in, the upper back muscles rise with your heels off the ground. Let's do 5 more of these. Rise, triceps up, heels off the ground, triceps up, heels off the ground. 2 more. Triceps all the way up. Get those heels off. Last one. And get those heels off. Good. Good. Bring your hands to heart center. If you have a block or a taller water bottle, we'll go into half moon here. So you can have your right foot in front of you and just very simply reaching for a block, for an object, stable object, and rise with that left foot and leg. Let it shake, open the heart. Look towards the ceiling if that's in your practice, and you're there. But mostly, pretend someone had a harness on your upper left thigh and was pulling you up. That is the movement. And rise. And we'll just switch to that right on the other side. Here, right foot, left foot parallel to the mat. And just hinge very simply and reach. And if you have another way you get into this pose, you can use your way. But feel that harness on the upper right thigh, pulling you up. Right foot is kicking. Kicking strong. Here. If it's in your practice to look up, but your upper body should be getting ready to look up, even if you are not looking up. And come all the way up, legs preparing for a wide-legged forward fold. So hinging at the hips here and finding a wide-legged forward fold here with your head going towards the ground. That maybe you're far from the ground and you can use lots of blocks and support here or just your hands. A micro bend on the knees is helpful sometimes here, now that we're warmed up. But the chest and the belly button are going towards that void. And you can even walk your hands through the gap between your legs, finding some upper back relief. From here, walk the hands back, bringing the right hand straight down below you, twisting to the left, finding a beautiful twist to the left, adjusting so your weight is equally distributed between the legs and the feet, and you're just twisting the upper body. And bring it down and switch out those hands. Adjust the feet so that they're bearing the same amount of weight. From here, bring it down, rise slowly all the way up, bringing your feet together, circle sweeping arms up, and hands to heart center. As you prepare to take it down. So, circle sweep your arms up, hands to the mat, halfway lift. Long spine here, hop, skip, jump, or walk for your plank for 10, 9, 8, 7. Are your index fingers parallel? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bring it up into upward facing dog. And downward facing dog, and we'll take it right into dolphin here, bringing your elbows down. Here, index fingers parallel, elbows really pushing you towards the opposite, the back of your mat, while your feet are trying to get closer to your upper body. You can do some mini steps, even if you're not advancing much. You'll give your legs the feel of where they should be headed. And this is so important for training inversions. Pushing that sternum towards the back legs. And here, see how firm that front grip of the elbows and hands is by lifting your right leg up and in a 90-degree angle. And kicking again, finding that balance, kicking with that toe, squaring the hips. Find that hold with the elbows, challenge it, and bring it down. Strengthen that hold again, as if someone was pushing your upper back towards the back of your mat. Lift with that left leg, toe pointing down, challenge it. See if you can put more weight in your elbows, more strength in the triceps. And bring that left foot down into child's pose. Forehead towards the ground. Good. And bring yourself to a seated position. Where you reach with both fingers for your toes. Or you can grab the outside of your feet. And in any way you can, bring that left foot and right foot off the ground. Wherever they land is perfect. But the goal is to get them off the ground. The second goal is to keep a long spine and an open throat as you're doing it. And if this needs to be compromised a little bit, that's okay. Find that long spine. Now, on your third exhale, you release the fingers, but you won't release the legs. Leave them where they are. Oh yeah. Leave them where they are. Excellent. Look at how impressive that is. And let's row. Is that spine long? Three more breaths. Good, and bring the legs down. Arms go all the way back. Let's find that back bend we saw in the beginning of class. And bringing it down into a forward fold. Finding those same rotations of the big toes here. And notice how much more space in your sacrum area to help your belly button go forward. From here, use your right hand to hold on to the outside of your left foot and see if you can bring it up. Find a twist. Oh, this is nice. Can you bring it up more? Okay. And then find a shape that looks right. And that bottom foot is flexed. Look towards the left. Opening the chest. Spine is long. Throat is long. Ears away from the shoulders. And let's find that forward fold again. Hinging at the hips again. So not reaching for the foot just yet. And now reaching for the outside of the foot. Finding a lift here if it's possible. If this feels good, use your hand. You will notice a additional stretch in your chest muscles when you use the hand. Looking towards the right, opening those spaces and pushing on that bottom foot. That bottom foot is still strong. Long spine. Sitting bones are present, active. Two more breaths. And bring it all the way down into that forward fold again. Now rising and bringing the left foot in, looking towards the left foot, making room. And leaning towards the right. Can that bottom hand help you create a little bit of a twist so that you're ultimately looking at the ceiling? Sitting bones are strong and pressed down. So if you can't go down so much, don't compromise the sitting bones. Open. Use that bottom hand to create a little bit of a lever. Reach a little bit more. And inhale, rise all the way up. We'll open both legs and reach towards the center here. Micro bending to protect the knees here. But still such a simple and important muscle group here in the insides of the hamstring. Exhaling as you continue to reach as you inhale. Reach with your head, with your shoulders, with your upper body. And as you exhale, you settle with the lower body. And rise all the way up, bringing that right foot in. Now looking towards that right and reaching with the left hand. Letting that upper arm twist, finding that beautiful opening, letting the bottom hand help you challenge yourself here. Two more breaths. And bring it all the way up into a tabletop. Reaching the right arm all the way up. Open the chest. Reaching, threading that needle, finding that shoulder. Beautiful shoulder stretch here. Making sure the hips are on the same plane as you do this.
Good. Slowly coming out of this, opening all the way up again, and finding a tabletop position here. Positioning strongly now on the right hand, opening the left towards the ceiling, and then threading that needle, bringing the shoulder in contact with the ground, the backs of the shoulder. And you'll notice the hips will become lopsided naturally as you do that. Make that correction. Give yourself a bit more distance and adjustments so that your hips are on the same plane. Especially if you have a longer torso. Couple more breaths here. Going slowly all the way up again into tabletop, and with your belly now in contact with the ground, looking towards the left. We'll prepare for bow. You're warmed up, so reach with both hands towards the outside of your feet. Make adjustments here on the ground so feet are parallel and they stay parallel when you rise. Don't forget to breathe when you rise. Open and adjust your shoulders before you rise. And on inhale, we'll go up. So inhale up. Tops of the thighs get off the ground. It's the hip. It's the hip that's going up. Feet are flexed and parallel. Don't forget to breathe. Chest is up. 3. Push, push, and slowly release. Windshield wiper your legs. We'll do that one more time. Slowly getting them parallel, getting your feet ready, holding the outsides of your ankles or your feet or a strap, preparing your shoulders first, and then rise with an inhale. Feet are parallel, hamstrings are parallel. Very hard to breathe. So the difference here in this pose is really the breathing. Kick with the hips. The hips are pushing up. That's how you rise more. 2 more breaths. And stay here. Come down with the legs and open to your right side. Finding the shoulder stretch here, if this is available to you. If not, you can just go onto your side without the shoulder. Very delicate posture here. Very important to be careful as you get in and out of these, especially. So take your time with them, and especially getting in and out. So slowly we will roll to the middle of the mat and slowly roll, finding you just have to rolling to the other side. Slowly get in and stay a while. Opening that sternum, area. And don't forget the throat opening and finding like you could fit a grapefruit between your chin and your chest. Two more breaths. And on an inhale, start moving in, releasing the legs. And now finding position, lying down on your back with your head facing the front of the room. Both feet on the ground. Reach both hands alongside you. And slowly remove the sitting bones and the lower back off the ground for bridge. Reaching the hands for each other. Opening the shoulders and the chest area. Finding that ultimate push of the big toe. Seeing what an inward rotation feels like here by really pressing on that big toe, and like if you had a harness right on your glutes, just pulling you up. That is the feeling here. And feel that as you rise with the right leg up, kick up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, kick. And you have both hips going all the way up here first. And notice there will be a drop when you kick up, and that's the adjustment you'll make. So kick up, notice the drop of the hip, push with that hip. That stayed. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, back to bridge. Both hips up now. Notice how much power. Good, and slowly bring it all the way down. Bring both knees in. Hug for when removing pose on both sides. And slowly guide your hands. Let your hands guide your knees towards the right side. Left knee, left arm going towards the left for a twist. As you prepare to finish your practice today. With each exhale, let your hands help you increase that twist to the right. Breathe deeply. And bring it up. Both knees in, hug in. And all the way down to the left. With the right arm out to the right. Shoulders, both shoulders on the ground. Reaching with that right arm.
And here, bringing it all the way in with both feet now in contact with each other. Finding a diamond shape with your legs. Opening the knees out to either side. Deepening the breath. Preparing your body for the final shavasana by extending your hands out by your side, gently pointed upward. Feet extend, naturally rotated out. Neck is long. Head is firmly on the ground, eyes closed. Shavasana. Slowly start to open your eyes. Move your fingers and toes gently, rolling to one side for fetal position if you want to conclude the class in a seated position. First, flush your body with blood from the heart here in fetal position on your right side. And slowly use your hands to help you sit up. And finding a seated position of your choice here. And we'll bring our hands together and close our class with cleansing breath in, followed by the sound of Om. First, a cleansing breath in. All that I am bows to all that you are. Namaste.